A lot of these people tend to be either friends, family members, maybe even your spouse, the person that you're dealing with, the person that you are involved with, or they claim to love you, maybe even your children, potentially, people at your work. These energy suckers or leeches tend to be the people who are closest to us in our life, unfortunately. Ironic, right? How to identify an energy leech or a sucker. Someone who is constantly negative, someone who's always bringing some kind of negative energy around you. Have you ever been a part of any kind of friend group or any kind of friendship where that person is always talking negative, or like you guys connect in a sense, but you're connecting through negativity? Like, say for instance, you guys like to talk about something, a topic or certain people or ideals, and that brought you together as friends or whatever kind of relationship it is. And that's kind of like where the basis or the foundation of your friendship or that connection with that person lies. It's just from talking negative about something or someone else. Hello, and welcome back to another episode here on the Bridge Reacts, and I'm your host here on the channel, Marcus. Thank you so much for stopping by to see another episode here on the Bridge, where we believe in long-lasting relationships, stronger relationships, bridging the gap between, the genders, the sexes, whatever you want to call it, so we can be better, a better community, a better working force, a stronger relationship with each other, our families, our next of kin, and we can pass that over to the next generation. If you like what we talk about here on the channel, please subscribe, like button, notification bell as well. Welcome to the channel. Really appreciate you. Today's topic, we are doing things a little bit different. This is more of a topic that I've been hinting to or towards for a very long time. It's been like a month or two, but basically leeches, energy leeches, individuals who want to suck up your energy. They want to take up your space in a sense, and they are not really for you, but they're pretending to be. Almost like a Judas in a sense to Jesus. Someone who pretends to be there for you, but in reality, they're probably not there for your benefit. They're only there for their benefit, or they just want to suck up your energy. They just want to take from you versus giving and enhancing your life and your happiness and who you are as a person. So just put some little bullet points here. It's going to be a shorter video, but I really appreciate you once again for stopping by. Hello, I'm Editing Marcus here on the Bridge Reacts, Bridge Between Us, the Bridge, the channel that you are watching today. And I want to talk about today's sponsor. It won't take long at all. If you need some kind of mobile detailing instead of driving far and wide looking for someone who is reliable, who has great customer satisfaction, how about call somebody or text somebody who will come to you? And they do exactly that. When it comes to cars, trucks, vans, motorcycles, even marine vehicles, if it's a vehicle, holler at them, check them out, text them, or call them at this number right here, 804-204-9028. That's 804-204-9028. He'll get you right, man. Make sure that your vehicle is sparkling, looking nice, inside and outside. He got you. Thank you so much for Royal Treatment Mobile Detailing for sponsoring today's video. Back to the video. So the title of this, Energy Leeches, How to Spot and Remove Toxic People from Your Life. So what are energy leeches? Kind of already spoiled it, spoilers. Energy leeches or energy suckers are people who drain emotionally, mentally, or sometimes even financially from you. Get you to heal them, help them, and protect them, but they're not really there for you when you need that same attention and that same love, TLC, love and care. And with that leaves you frustrated, very fatigued emotionally and mentally whenever you're even having conversations with that person, or maybe even just being around their aura. Their energy in general is just kind of draining yours. A lot of these people tend to be either friends, family members, maybe even your spouse, the person that you're dealing with, the person that you are involved with, or they claim to love you, maybe even your children, potentially, people at your work. These energy suckers or leeches tend to be the people who are closest to us in our life, unfortunately. Ironic, right? How to identify an energy leech or a sucker. Someone who is constantly negative, someone who's always bringing some kind of negative energy around you. Have you ever been a part of any kind of friend group or any kind of friendship where that person is always talking negative, or like you guys connect in a sense, but you're connecting through negativity? Like, say for instance, you guys like to talk about something, a topic or certain people or ideals, and that brought you together as friends or whatever kind of relationship it is. And that's kind of like where the basis or the foundation of your friendship or that connection with that person lies. It's just from talking negative about something or someone else. That might not be a great relationship in the first place, or friendship, because you're only just talking about negative things, like how the economy is, or political stuff, or just like about how people are, the cultural climate, whatever it is. That's the only thing that really kind of grounds you guys together for y'all to have a conversation. There's going to be a little bit of a red flag there. One-sided relationships is another great example. So say, for instance, kind of what I talked about in the beginning of the video, where individuals who feel as though they always need something from you. They need advice from you. They want to just dump baggage and always, go to you about their emotional or mental distresses, financial distress, whatever it is, their relationship problems, but they never ask you how you are. They just come to you and say, hey, yeah, I just need to talk to you, blah, blah, and they just dump and just constantly just put it all on your shoulders. And they're like, okay, thanks so much. And then they just hang up the phone and they just stop talking to you. I mean, it's like, that wasn't really, like, it seems one-sided. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not really there for you, but they're just trying to utilize you as something to try to help them out emotionally, mentally, or any kind of capacity that they need you for. We could talk about drama magnets or even guilt trippers. Drama magnets always involve in some form of chaos, and they try to pull you within that chaos as well. Kind of similar to what we already talked about, constantly negative, or someone who always has drama surrounding them and issues, and they kind of want you to be a part of it for whatever reason, which kind of brings you down with them to their low vibration, their low frequency. Now, guilt trippers, people who make you feel bad for just setting boundaries for yourself or prioritizing yourself. I am not someone who believes in people being selfish. However, I think everyone should set boundaries for any kind of relationship, even within themselves, whether if it's their friends, family members, their children, their significant other, their wife, husband, spouse, whatever, right? And if you're not setting boundaries, that is a recipe for disaster, ultimately. Something's going to clash and it's not going to be great, especially if you guys don't have conversations, you don't communicate, and then you don't have boundaries on top of it. That is a cake with sprinkles of feces. You don't want that. It's a terrible thing. So definitely keep the people who are trying to guilt trip you and try to make you feel bad about you wanting to set boundaries and want to respect and love yourself. Keep them out your life. I mean, I think I'm a firm believer of someone who needs to have those conversations before completely just throwing relationships away, especially if that someone is someone who you care about. It seems as though they are someone who is very, significant in your life, or they've had a lot of purpose before. I mean, I'm not saying throw them away. Definitely, have a conversation, see if they're willing to have a conversation. If they won't, if they can't change, they can't see where you're coming from, then that might be your answer. Jealousy and competitive, basically undermining your success, dismissing your achievements, and always trying to one-up you. Someone who pretends that they're there for you, but they're just trying to be very competitive with your success. And if you try to bring them great news, they're like, oh, that's cool. And they change the subject. People like that. That's not cool. I don't like that energy. I prefer you not to even try to pretend to be my friend if you don't like to see me succeed. I personally, Marcus, feels as though my friends, family members, my girl, anyone who is around me, if they are succeeding, I feel as though I'm not their cheerleader, but I feel like as though I am succeeding in watching them succeed. I'm watching them grow and elevate. And that is absolutely a beautiful thing. And I wish that for all the people who I care about and who are around me. Truly, I want to see you succeed. Even if you are far past succeeding where I'm achieving, that's cool. That's awesome. I'm actually really happy for you. Genuinely. That's great. We love to see it. And I kind of want to wrap this video up with the examples of energy leeches in everyday life. We have a few like the woe is me, the user, the toxic partner, family energy, vampire. That's an interesting one. A workplace drainer. Those are a few of the ones that I've had written down here. So basically the woe is me friend always has a problem, never listens to solutions. They just want to just kind of kick around a can like Eeyore, and they're always like, oh, woe is me. Person who just wants to vent endlessly, kind of what we already talked about earlier. The user, the one who calls when they need money, advice, favors, and they disappear when you need something. Do you know anyone in your life who does that? And if you do, how are you going to set boundaries to make sure that it doesn't continue? Because that's just only going to deteriorate that relationship. It's going to cause resentment. And if you have resentment, where is that going to go ultimately? What do you think is going to happen when you have that resentment and it starts to build and build? And even if it's just like, friendships or like your parents, children, once again, but definitely when it comes to being with somebody, your partner, your person, resentment is always a horrendous thing to harbor and allow to fester and turn into something else. Sweeping things under the rug does not fix anything. It never does. The toxic partner, emotionally manipulative, controlling, or guilt tripping into doing whatever they want in their way only. And I've been in situations where I'm with somebody and it feels as though they always want something done their way, but then they want me to take charge and be the man and blah, blah, blah. But it's like when I do that, you want things done only your way and you throw a fit. That's weird. That's annoying. It's petty. Why do you feel as though like you can emotionally manipulate me and make me feel as though I'm not doing the right thing when I know in my heart I am in doing the right thing. I'm moving the right path where I should be, where I want to be. I'm not perfect. Once again, I'm never claiming to be perfect. I'm far from it. I actually want to coin the term imperfector, because that's how I feel as though I'm an imperfector, and I never chase perfection anymore. I don't want to do that. It's not me. The family energy vampire, a relative who consistently criticizes, makes everything about them, or expects you to cater to their needs. So it could be a parent, it could be a sister-brother relationship where they feel as though they are very right about everything, that they have all the right answers, that you don't have the right answers. Kind of comes off as a little bit of a narcissist. And I don't like using the term narcissist because everybody else uses that word too much. They glorify it, and you know how people change words these days and the meaning what words mean these days, but that's basically what it is. Typically there are people in our lives who truly seem as though they are riding for us, they care about us, but then they're very narcissistic. It's really all about them, and you will notice those red flags, those signs. Just take a mental note. That's all I gotta say. Like, really take a mental note about it. And again, please have conversations. We need to communicate. A lot of great foundations of relationships, so communication, man, it's real. Even if it's uncomfortable, it is what it is. Life is uncomfortable. Things are always going to be uncomfortable. That's where growth is. Growth lies where uncomfortability may be. That sounded better in my head than what it came out my mouth, but you get what I'm saying, right? Last but not least, the workplace drainers. Of course, what it sounds like: a coworker or a boss who dumps their work and stress onto you while doing little to themselves or for themselves. So basically just trauma dumping, or they're just putting a lot of stuff onto your plate. A coworker who calls out and expects you to take care of their shift or cover their shift, or a boss who is basically trauma dumping all into you, or basically making your work life a lot harder for whatever reason. I mean, that's self-explanatory. I feel like I don't have to go deeper into that. But those are basically a lot of the energy suckers, or people who are energy leeches. And I want you to tell me your final thoughts, or anybody in your life that you can recall who does these things, who are a leech or energy leech, energy sucker. Do you know anyone? Are you one? It's a great question to ask. But you guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Really appreciate you for joining the army over here, being a bridge builder. Subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell as well, and we'll catch you in the next video. You have a blessed day. Be careful out there, and please have these conversations. Set boundaries for yourself. Don't let these people suck your energy. Don't let these Judas, infiltrate your life and crucify you. You guys have a nice one. See ya.